Hello and welcome to today's Daily Rift. You might notice, if you look very closely, that I am in fact wearing a new pair of shoulders today. That's because I decided that the loss of the set bonuses from All Guild Search were outweighed by the 6-piece bonus from Marauders. Besides, who doesn't love having mostly ancient Marauders equipped, which I now have, by the way. So the 6-piece Marauders bonus basically increases the damage of your Hatred generators as well as Elemental Arrow, Chakram and a couple other skills by 100% for each sentry out. This probably makes having Bombardier's Rucksack a really good idea at this point, and I'm really hoping I get a really nicely rolled Bombardier's Rucksack now to make this build work, because it's going to be really incredible when I can get those 5 sentries up. In theory I could probably use the one I've got at the moment, but in fact I probably should be using the one I've got at the moment. I'm just trying to math it out in my head and I think it would just make more sense. The DPS loss from changing back to, I think it's like 30% less damage for the one I've got compared to the, what am I using at the moment? Yeah, the Spines of Seething Hatred that I'm using at the moment. So the DPS loss for going back to my old Bombardiers is probably outweighed by being able to get 5 sentries up quite significantly. So that's something I might think about for the next video, not this video. Or we can just hope to get another Bombardiers while we're here. We've got the Prism map, which is always a fun map. Especially when you get those guys in it and they start throwing meteors everywhere. You've got to watch out for. So. But you can already see, keeping those sentries out and dealing damage, you can see how much more damage I'm doing today compared to yesterday. It's certainly a lot higher, things are going down a lot faster, and it's making up for the fact that I've lost the bonus damage to elites. It's a baller, that's why I wasn't moving where I wanted to move. But you can already see that it's making a fairly significant difference to what I was doing yesterday. So that's a really good thing, and I'm really happy with that. Ow. Mind you, it's not going to help me there, but I don't think anything would have helped me there, unfortunately. I just got a bad situation, I couldn't do anything about it, and I've just realised why my potions aren't working. So I'm going to have to sort that out shortly. Because I got a new potion and I forgot to add it to my potion slot. So that was smart of me. This is the same potion I had, which is the bottomless potion of mutilation, but it is slightly better rolled on the life on hit part. So that's why we've swapped over to it, and that's why I had that problem. Normally I would figure these things out before I start the rift, and you would never see me have to do stuff like that, but unfortunately that's not the case here. I'm going to keep going here because I don't really like this map, and usually the exit is at the bottom of it. Pretty much the same spot as where it would be normally.
That was just a taste.
So, what are we doing here? Let's clear these guys out. And you can see that we're just killing things a lot quicker. That damage output we're getting just by keeping those sentries up is a lot higher than it was. We're starting to get to the point where this will make a mockery of Torment 6. Maybe I'll have to turn this into my daily Greater Rift videos. No, don't intend to do that, because daily rifts take forever if you want to go through like an entire layer of them. So, use up an entire keystone. So, and I'm more interested in just clearing regular rifts at the moment, because I just think they're a little bit more fun. I don't enjoy daily greater rifts as much, so I still do them, mostly just to keep the number of rift keystones I have lying around small, but in general I prefer doing these kind of rifts because you get all the loot and everything like that as you go, and that's just more enjoyable for me in the way I play. So. And you're not forced to run to a time limit either, which I find a little bit easier to cope with. I'm terrible at time limits, so... Let's see if we can't roll out into these and just absolutely destroy everything here. Okay, so that was suicidal in the end. And I shouldn't have done it, but we're going to stay here. Get our sentries back up as quickly as we can. And, ow. Monster density in this rift is pretty good. So, I think we've learned that. Let's get through here. Yep, we're doing alright now. So, anyway, I have no electricity today. So you're probably wondering why this video is up. Well, if you watch yesterday's video, you'll know that it's because I'm recording it almost immediately after that video. Just to make sure I've got enough videos backed up. And tomorrow's video will also be recorded in this batch. Primarily because otherwise I won't be able to get it recorded today because of course I have no electricity. So thanks to the magic of YouTube scheduling feature, I will be able to schedule this so that it looks like it went up today, even though it didn't. Good times. Anyway, let's keep going this way because this is where the exit is. Let's try not to use all our discipline either, because I may actually need it in case of emergency here. Man, this is a really, really big jail level. We may not actually get out of it, which would be kind of annoying. I'd really like to get through this. So I'm not fighting a rift boss in one of these really narrow corridors that this level has. Oh, here we go. I think we may get stuck on this rift. There's a lot of this. We don't even look like we're close to finishing it at this stage. Ah, frozen. Ah. The old double frozen death. If I had smoke screen active, I'd be able to get out of that. For some reason, Vault doesn't affect frozen. So, on the bright side, that refilled our discipline, so that's handy. And we got a Paragon level, so I'll just put the point into that. Set are under attack. Nothing more.
I can't do that.
Sure you can. Man, look at some of those crit damage numbers. Those are impressive. I believe that there's no distance requirement to be in proximity of the sentries to get that bonus either. So as long as they're up somewhere in the level, you will get the 6-piece bonus, which is essentially a 300% damage increase on them if you have 3 sentries, and of course 500% if you have 5. Unstable approach 2, and we've got West March. So this is a nicer area to work through. I like this area. See, there you go. I do like some of the zones in this game.
I'm still waiting.
Now, if I got my sentries up there, that would be really good. Especially if I had one out here shooting at all the enemies that are out here. So. That 6-piece bonus to Marauders actually is of course new too, because it replaces the old pre-2.1.2 bonus. That was essentially what's now the 4-piece bonus, but slightly different. The old 6-piece bonus was essentially that sentries would shoot your spender, your hatred spender, instead of their regular shots. That was changed to the current 4-piece where it fires the hatred spender when you fire the hatred spender. So you basically don't have unlimited firing rate on your spenders there, which was probably a little bit overpowered. But yeah, so, and then they made that the 4-piece bonus, and the 6-piece bonus is this new one where you get, this looks like a dead end, where you get the damage bonus for having more sentries out. So, and as you can see, it's actually making life pretty easy now. So, we're seeing some pretty impressive damage figures. I would like to find a way to fit all guilds in for this, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. I've still got the braces on. If I got the Marauders braces, I may... Actually, no, my shoulders are ancient and they're much better rolled, so that won't happen. I don't really see a way of getting the All Guilds bonuses back at this point if I want to keep my Marauders. And that's just something we're going to have to live with. I think the damage bonus from this outweighs the damage to elites bonus that All Guilds 4-piece has. So. And in case you're wondering, because I have Ring of Royal Grandeur, I need one less piece to get the set bonuses than I would otherwise need. As long as I have a minimum of 2 pieces for each of the sets I want bonuses for. So yeah. But I can certainly notice a difference in the damage I'm doing compared to the last Rift. Enemies are just going down a lot quicker. I'm not sure if we're actually getting through the Rift any quicker because I've died a couple of times. But it certainly feels like I'm going a lot faster. It'd be nice if this Rift wasn't full of dead ends. That guy won't die. Oh, that's really annoying. Because he's not going to die until I get out of this Rift. Sorry, until I get out of this level. We're just going to have to keep outpacing him. He'll keep chasing us to the end of the Rift. I've had that happen a couple of times, where I end up with like this one guy that just can't be killed. And the problem is they'll attack you. They're able to attack you, but for whatever reason you can't target them or damage them. So he's going to sit there wailing on me until we get to the end of this, which is going to actually be really annoying. It's one of the bugs in this game, and it's been a bug for a while now too. I've had it happen since basically since Reaper of Souls came out. Ooh, a Guardian. Haven't seen one of these guys in a while. A Goblin, sorry. Haven't seen one of these guys in a while. They're so easy to kill these days. That was a gem Goblin too. Lots of gems there. Cool.
No, I will not do that.
Another dead end. You can see him there chasing us around. That's not some kind of proc on my part. He's not attacking my guys. He's just attacking me, and it's really annoying. And it's going to be really annoying while we fight this, because I don't put up with his damage, even as we put up with all the other damage we've got here. Wow. I'll just try and move so you can see the damage numbers popping up, because they're pretty impressive at the moment. You can just see how fast this Raziel is going down. So yeah. So that extra bonus from having those sentries up is really, really strong. Did our little friend disappear? I haven't seen him. Maybe the apparition of the Rift Guardian despawned him. No, there he is. Still. Is he hitting the Rift Guardian? I'm sure he was hitting the Rift Guardian then. Maybe not. Wow, that was a lot of gold out of that too. Okay, this is going to make porting back to town really interesting. It's going to make identifying legendaries, which I didn't get any, did I? Well, it's going to make porting back to town interesting. Anyway, that's the end of this Rift, and I will see you all next time.